What's up everybody, Jesse here, or as you all may know me, Game Over Jesse, and today is an awesome day if you're a Nintendo fan. During a recent interview, Aonuma revealed an incredible amount of information. Here's a quick roundup of everything we learned with some of my own thoughts added in. So please subscribe and click that like button so you don't miss out on any future news theories or analysis videos. And with all of that out of the way, let's get started. The team consisted of about 300 staffers working on the title. I'm not sure if this is a lot compared to normal Nintendo games, but we do know part of the Xenoblade team helped out with this as well. The game took around 4 years of development, which means it began in 2012 or 2013, and that also means the original release of, I think, 2015 would have put the game with only 2 to 3 years of development time. I can clearly see why it was delayed. He listens to Japanese fans in particular for feedback due to it being his native language, but looks to consider feedback worldwide. He points out that North American players aren't big on upgrading abilities to progress similar to Monster Hunter. Alright, so obviously he doesn't know about us RPG fans or how amazingly well games like Witcher 3 and Skyrim sold. He says Nintendo was criticized for the lack of freedom in the past, with different areas being connected by small paths. Alright, so this one makes sense. Everyone loved Twilight Princess's size, but hated how empty it could feel and the narrow paths that connected the large fields and new areas. The player now has freedom similar to the original Zelda. This is what fans wanted, the freedom to go anywhere and do anything, as opposed to some of the recent Zelda games where you had a predetermined path with a little bit of freedom. Aonuma believes Breath of the Wild will be a key entry in the series. At this point, I think everyone does. To me, it looks like as much of a revolution for the series as Ocarina of Time was. Experience points and leveling up was never considered. Rather, Nintendo decided to implement the weapon system. The weapon system they have is similar to what we've seen before. Even the original Zelda and several others would let you upgrade your sword, shield, bow, and other items, but this time it's been widely expanded upon. To obtain high-level equipment, players need to be smart about how they approach the game. Alright, this sounds great, but I'm not exactly sure on what this means, as it can be taken in different ways, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Link's speed is adapted to the place of the game, so maybe this means we will unlock a way to run faster like the Pegasus boots or faster horses coming later in the game. It could also mean the stamina meter will increase, allowing us to run faster and further before it runs out. There are many things that are hidden in the world, and you can run at full speed, but you may miss a lot by doing so. Alright, so we know each Bokoblin tribe will have its own chest appear when all are defeated, so simply running past an encampment will allow you to miss that chest. Also, we know Koroks and other items are hidden throughout the world, so it'll be easy to miss them as well. I expect a lot of secrets like this, so remember to keep an eye out for waterfalls and bombable walls. With Skyrim, he likes how when you enter a new town, it feels different from the ones you've previously visited. He wanted to create something like this, but in a different way, and this is why you can climb anywhere. So Skyrim plus climbing. I'm not sure if this adds up, but every village or town in past Zelda games has always felt different from one another, so I'm glad this will continue. When talking about shrines, having them all long and complex means players wouldn't complete the game quickly. So this is something we expected. We know some shrines will take about 5 minutes to complete, while others take about 15 to 20, and possibly even longer. Nintendo made shrines to be a reward rather than actual trials. I think this is why we get the hero spirit orbs after completing them. I think when we get all of the spirit orbs, we will receive the green tunic Link normally has, which will allow us to have unlimited stamina or some other great ability. And you can check my Zelda theory out on this in the description below. Shrines are very different from those of previous Zelda games, though some are much larger and have a boss at the end, similar to traditional dungeons. This sounds like it's going to be awesome. The more boss fights, the better. Nintendo has done away with dungeons that have a particular theme. Alright, so this one sucks. I love the diversity of the fire dungeons, water dungeons, and everything else. In the newest trailer we've seen what looks like a fire dungeon, so maybe elements still exist in some capacity. Even if you come across a shrine located in a forest, it won't necessarily carry that theme. This makes sense as most shrines look like they just share the same blue atmosphere. I just hope it doesn't get too repetitive. Architecture is not based on specific real-life locations. This is something I think we all expected. I mean, I don't expect a 1-to-1 scale replica of Mount Fuji, and I'd much rather have Death Mountain. Inspired by different pieces of architecture from around the world. This is something that has been done before, with certain statues being inspired by real-world architecture, like the Gerudo statues looking similar to Egyptian ones in the real world. For Zelda Ocarina of Time, this was an exception in creating the Temple of Time. This is another thing I've mentioned a million times. The Temple of Time in this game looks like it was pulled directly out of Ocarina of Time. And similarly, the castle town that is destroyed looks like it was pulled from Twilight Princess. When talking about the Wind Waker, he said he wanted to have more islands, but hardware limitations prevented that. I hope that means we will have explorable islands in this game instead of just the one massive Hyrule. Criticism from that game didn't inspire Breath of the Wild, including the art style. I'm sure criticism didn't inspire it, but I think we can all see some influence from the Wind Waker, like using an item to glide, and the leaf to move the air, and obviously the Koroks returning. The art style was chosen so that objects could be more easily seen in the world. We've sort of seen this before in Skyward Sword. The art style was created to match what the Wii was capable of, so for them to adapt the art style in the way they want is something they've always done. Artists on the game have also been brought up to date on Japanese animation. This is another thing that I think we all noticed, especially with the game's similarities to films like Princess Mononoke. Aonuma stopped leaving messages to his son in his games, since his son told him that he had grown up and didn't need to see them anymore. His son must take this for granted. I'm sure any of us would love for someone to leave messages in a Zelda game like that. Aonuma wrote the lines from the old man you find at the start of the game. This is something he's done in the past when he wrote dialogue for certain characters like the King of Red Lions in the Wind Waker. What's up everybody, really quick before we get to the usual end slate, I wanted to mention a quick update for this channel. I'm trying to bring together a few new series other than the usual discussions and news videos that we do. I would like to bring quality reviews, let's plays, do more live streams, a top 10 series, and more analysis videos. However, to do this, I need your help. Between being a new father, YouTube, and my real job, I don't have the time to work on all of these videos. So I'd like to bring on other people who can help out from time to time, like Sasizi and others who have helped host and edit videos before. To make this all happen and to get awesome rewards for yourself, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse where you can get shoutouts and videos, join our group Discord and chat with us whenever you want, be a guest on some of our videos, and much more. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, give this video a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss out on future gaming news, theories, rumors, and discussions. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on how it could be improved. Your feedback is the most important part of bringing the quality of content on this channel to be the best that it can be. I would like to take this time to give a huge thank you to this month's Patreon supporters: Jonathan, The Edge Network, Magic Tech Review, John Frank, and Harris Priest. This video was made possible by supporters on Patreon. If you would also like to support this channel, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse where you can support this channel as well. Rewards vary from having your topic featured on a future discussion, seeing videos early, joining as a guest on a video, shoutouts, and having a custom avatar similar to my own drawn of you to match any video game or anime art style that you would like. Mine is of myself as Link, but you could choose to have yours any way that you would like. Finally, I would like to thank my friends CS Guitar 89 and Gnomo Designs for providing the music and artwork for this video.